we like to bring in a guest speaker, somebody who really can talk to you guys about being you, okay? Somebody from our community. So I have a friend here who grew up just like you guys did in town, okay, and has made good choices, okay, made right decisions. And I want you guys to see that if you guys can do that, you guys can do the things we talked about every week when we came in to talk to you guys, that you too have the opportunity to grow up, to do some really great and wonderful things. All right, so bear with me while I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this special person. Today we have a very special guest, a local girl done good kind of story. Miss Alex Giaimo is a sports broadcaster and hosted her very own show for the New York Jets. Alex grew up in Rumson, like you all, and attended Rumson Country Day School. She then went on, like most of you will, to RFH, where she graduated in 2008. From there, she was accepted to one of, if not, the most prestigious universities for broadcast journalism, Syracuse University. Alex graduated the Samuel Irving Newhouse School of Public Communications in 2012 with her degree in broadcast journalism and a minor in sports management. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that she graduated magna cum laude, so she's really smart. After graduating, Alex worked for CBS Sports and the Major League Baseball Network in New York City. After a year, she decided to pursue an on-air career. So she packed up her bags and left the friendly confines of the East Coast and moved west to Iowa. There, Alex covered the University of Iowa Hawkeyes football and basketball teams as they had one of their most historic seasons in school history. Alex had the opportunity to cover such events as the Big Ten Championship game, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, and the NCAA basketball tournament. Following that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, the New York Jets called Alex and asked her to audition for their official team reporter spot. She impressed them and was asked to join the organization. Alex hosted her own TV show on TV called Jet Life. This show focused on player personalities and gave behind-the-scenes breakdown of the lives of some of your favorite football players. She was given access to locker rooms, behind-the-scenes events, and was on the field on game day to get those firsthand observations of the coaches and players in their environment. We are so lucky to have Alex with us here today. She's a very busy young lady. She has taken time out of her busy schedule to speak with you guys. She is currently exploring other options to further her career in other sports markets. So this face is one you'll be seeing much of in the future. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Miss Alex Giaimo.
You guys are intimidating. You're scary, man. So anyway, I'm a local kid from Rumson, like Officer Doherty said. I went to RCDS, I'm sure you guys have heard of it. Then I went to RFH, which I'm sure many of you guys will attend in a couple of years, but there's obviously no rush for that. Stay as young as you can, as long as possible. And I'm sure you're looking at me saying, girl, you ain't no kid, but I'm only 27. So I'm sure you're looking at me and I'm like this old woman, but when you get to be my age, you'll think the same thing. So I don't want to bore you with my life story. And I mean that literally. I went to my little brother Nico's college graduation the other day, and I'm not going to name names, but the commencement speaker, the woman who is doing my job right now, literally put my grandmother to sleep. She was snoring on my shoulder. So, does anyone in here ever thought about being a sports reporter or anything like that? Raise your hands. All right. I see some men. Any young women? All right, well, we're going to have to work on that. All right, maybe after my speech you'll want to be one. So I'll tell you a little quick story of how I wanted to become a sports reporter. I was in the 5th grade. You guys are in the 5th grade, right? Okay, so how old are you, 10, 11? 11, okay, so I was playing Little League Baseball. And with all the boys, I was such a tomboy, and I loved playing sports. I had 2 brothers growing up, I still do. But I loved playing baseball. And I was on an all-boys team, and I was pretty good at it, you know? So I made the all-star team, and I played second base, and I'll never forget, we traveled to a foreign land. I don't even remember where it was. It was like Manalapan or something. But but it was the last inning during an elimination game. And guess who came up to the plate? There was 2 outs, bottom of the inning. My team was down by 1 run. And little Alex, with her little ponytail, came up to the plate. And what do you think she did? She struck out. She struck out, you know, and I was devastated. So I let my team down, and I was crying and sobbing, and I'll never forget, I was in my mom's car and sobbing into her arms, "Mom, I'm never gonna play baseball ever again," because I was a girl and Little League was coming to an end, so I no longer really could play with the boys. They told me I had to play softball. I know times have changed now, so if you girls want to play baseball, you play baseball. But I was very, very upset. And I'll never forget my mom saying to me in the car, "You'll be back on that field one day, but with a microphone." And I said, "Mom, you're crazy. I don't want to sing the national anthem. That's too girly." She said, no, you'll be doing it for reporting." So it clicked. And from that day on, I was your age, I've always wanted to be a sports reporter. So I think I have my mom to thank for that. One of the many things I have to thank for that, for my mom. But with that said, you know, the moral to the story is you can decide what you want to be at this age, or you can wait. It doesn't matter. But you can find a passion, and if you make the right decisions in life, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. So last football season, I was the reporter, like Officer Doherty said, for the New York Jets. Any Jets fans in here? I know, I didn't think I was gonna, all right, I see that. I see a Giants guy over here. Yes. All right, I grew up a Giants fan, so it's okay, we can all be friends. And the Jets and the Giants don't even play each other. They play each other, fun fact, they only play each other once every 4 years. So it's really not even a big rivalry. We can all hang out together and watch football. So I want to show you guys a quick little highlight video of what I've done over the last year, just like my best snippets, some funny things, and you get to see some of the players. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just some crazy girl up here talking, so maybe you can put a face to my work. So we'll show you this quick little video, and then we'll chat afterward. Welcome back to Jet Life. We got 2 touchdowns on the day. One was on a key. What'd you guys think? Aw, thank you. So, you guys, you could do anything you want to do. I was a little kid just like you, and I had big dreams. And I'm not famous yet. Hopefully one day I can become really successful and be all over the TV screen. This is just a start, but it starts now. It starts in 5th grade and you're going into 6th grade. It starts making good decisions now, right now in this cafeteria as you go into summer, on your summer vacation. And obviously I'm talking about drugs, I'm talking about alcohol, I'm talking about cigarettes. It's about walking away from them, doing the right thing, you know, saying no. I wanted to come up with something a little bit creative to like stimulate your young mind. So I love basketball too. So I came up with the final 4 points of growing up. I like that shot. Let me see that shot. There you go. Nice follow through. LeBron James playing tonight in his NBA Finals. Who you got? The Cavs? Really? I got the Warriors too. All right, so I want to start with my first point. And this is something that is the hardest thing in the world, I think, to do. And I still have trouble every day with it. My 2 parents are sitting here in the front row. Say hi. It's listening. I still to this day have trouble listening to them. But guess what? You have to listen to your parents. You have to listen to your principal. You have to listen to your teachers. You have to listen to the lovely police officers around town, because guess what? They know what's best for you. They know what you need to do in life in order to be successful and maybe stand up here one day, okay? So it's the hardest thing in the world to do, especially for me, because I love to talk. I love to hear the sound of my own voice. But you have to listen, and especially in reporting, you have to listen to the answers in order to ask another question, right? And on the basketball court, you have to listen to your coach. You have to listen to your other teammates. I know at times it sounds like teachers and your parents are saying, wah, 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 right? Like right now, I probably sound like wah, wah. I know that's what I sound like when I talk to my dog, Mella, the French bulldog. Yeah, she only knows sit, and that's pretty much it. She still hasn't learned to go to the bathroom outside, and she's 3 years old. Yeah, not good. So she has a listening issue as well. But just listen, okay? And I know nobody is perfect. I'm not going to stand here and tell you I'm perfect. I'm far from perfect. My mom will tell you I'm not perfect. I'm no angel, although I'd like to think I'm an angel, but I'm not. That brings me to my second point, okay? And that's decision making. I think growing up, and not even growing up, I think becoming an adult and being an adult is all about decision making and making the right decision, right versus wrong, okay? I think it's about the 2 S's. Be smart, okay? Not stupid. You have to be smart. These little guys are gonna be on your shoulders for the rest of your life, okay? The angel and the devil on your shoulder. They're always gonna be around. They're not gonna go anywhere. You always have to try to play with the angel. Play with the cool kids, okay? Angels are cool. They have the halos. They wear all white. It's trendy. You gotta play with the angels, okay? Stay away from those little devils and the temptations that they're gonna bring at you. Stay away from the drugs. Stay away from the alcohol, okay? It's all about making the smart choice. The third point is rebounding. What's rebounding mean? Okay, in front. Right, coming back from something and hopefully coming back stronger and better. And in basketball, what do you do when you miss a shot? You rebound, right? And hopefully you dunk the ball. So, we're all gonna make mistakes here and there. Nobody's perfect. That goes back to my other point. Nobody's perfect. We're all gonna make mistakes. Hopefully you guys make small mistakes in life, not big ones. We wanna stay away from the big mistakes because it's way harder to rebound from them, and sometimes you can't, okay? So stay away from the big mistakes. I want to talk about LeBron James. We were talking about him earlier. He's not the best shooter in the NBA, right? No one ever says he was the best shooter. He's not that great of a shooter, right? But he's a great player. He's the king of sports. I know, my man up here. You know a lot about the NBA. But when LeBron started off playing basketball in the NBA, he didn't have a very good reputation. He made some silly decisions. He spoke to the media in a weird way, and he didn't have a lot of friends. A lot of people didn't really like him. But he rebounded so strongly. Now he's the king, and it's really impossible to say like a negative thing about LeBron. Depending on if you guys know your sports, he might be the best basketball player of all time. I don't know. Depending on whether you think Michael Jordan is, but no? All right, good. All right, I see some sports reporters in here. I like what I see. But when LeBron or Steph Curry or Kevin Durant misses a shot, what do? Rebound. They go to the hoop and they dunk it, or they lay it in, or they go back and they play defense, right? Because they're beasts. They are beasts on the court. And in life, you need to be a beast in life, okay? I love this word. You need to be a beast and release your inner beast, because that inner beast is gonna help you fight off all of those temptations. I was a beast growing up. I'm still a beast, okay? You have to be a beast, and an animal, but a good one, and fight off all those things that are going on, in your brain that you might want to try because you think it's cool or you think it would be fun, but guess what? It's not. It's not fun. And I'll tell you a little fun fact about myself. Officer Doherty said all those nice things about me. I got into Syracuse. I got into this great program for college, and is that my bell? Are we done? Okay. You're still stuck with me. So I got rejected from the school that I wanted to be in. They said no. They said, we don't want you. Okay, we don't want you. The Jets at first didn't want me. I interviewed with the Jets and they said no. They said, try again next time, sorry. But guess what? I rebounded, okay? I worked hard in school. I got really great grades and I transferred into the program. I went back to the Jets and I auditioned. and I wasn't as scared that the second time around, and I got the job. So it's all about rebounding. And we'll get to my fourth and final point. Do you guys say, keep it 100? Yeah? You guys say that? Yes. No? All right, well, for the parents in the back, keep it 100. And for some of you guys that don't know, you gotta keep it real. Keep it 100. I'll tell you right now, I'm the most honest person in the world, and I'm standing here because I'm very honest and I'm very truthful, okay? Sometimes to a fault. But I'm not afraid to tell anybody what I think, and I'm not afraid to tell them if I think they're doing something wrong. When I was your age, I said to my friend, a lot of my friends did things that I did not think was cool, and I said, you know what, guys? I'm not into this. I think this is silly. And I walked away, okay? So don't be afraid to be yourself. You guys use Snapchat?
No.
Are we allowed? We're probably not allowed to do Snapchat in school.
We're not, but they do.
Anyway, so you know the Snapchat filters where they change your voice and you could change your face, you could put makeup on, and you could put pants on or whatever you want. Those filters drive me insane because it's fun here and there, but it's not real. It's not the real world. You're altering who you are. And I'm just making a little analogy here. Like, don't be a Snapchat filter. Be yourself, okay? Use your voice. Speak up for what you think is right and wrong, but always be respectful of each other. Girls, respect yourselves, and boys, respect girls, okay? And vice versa. Girls, you have to respect the boys as well. But use your voice, and the last words of wisdom I'm going to give you is the only person you guys can control in life is yourself, okay? I still struggle with this to this day. You can only control yourself. So if you start there, you could do anything you want. Thank you guys so much for having me. Be smart and safe this summer, right? Thank you.
Guys, another big round of applause for Alec. What do you think?